let's bring up the cast now and crew. Mr. Jim Caviezel. Mr. Michael Emerson. Jim, I want to talk about your work this season. I just thought it was fantastic, and especially episode 10 that started off with the heartbeat and Johnny Cash, and it was the, you know, when you went off the rails, and your work was so good in that because Reese is usually restrained, and you were restrained but not restrained, and how difficult is that to play unrestrained, restrained, if that makes any sense.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Gosh, I kind of look at it in athletic terms, survive and advance. And this year is with the mission to always try to save lives. And I go back to the beginning of the show when the pilot, Finch, says something to me. What was that he said? It was beautiful, that line.
About how both of you guys are going to die in the course of the show. That line?
Well, we were all...
For the job.
I'm trying to get all philosophical here. I can't answer the question. I take it one shot at a time. No, there was this, be there in time, to be there in time. And now we're in a situation where, you know, we're having to work with no money, communication, munitions, all that stuff, and we have to go underground.
When Root gave you your new identities, I saw that, like your IDs, and like a stack of 100. So I'm like, that ain't gonna last long.
Yeah.
And you know, the other thing that kept going through my mind, I have to say, in that episode in particular, I was like, oh, I kept putting my hand up, but this guy should be Batman.
Yeah.
What an amazing Batman, right? Come on.
Yeah.
What I love about our writers here, and I got to say thank you, Jonah and Nolan, for giving me another shot at this acting career. But what I love about this story is that it has a lot of the artificial intelligence and all of the stuff that even shows they're trying to do. But what our writers do very well is it has as complex as it is, it has a simplicity to it, and that it involves people of interest, you and me, and that these guys are out there and they're gonna, just like any firefighter or a police officer that's willing to lay his life down to save his friends. These guys do it really well, and that's why I love doing the show every day. They make it fun for me to watch, and that you love these characters, and they're not perfect. And I'm certainly going to end this. What do you think about this, Michael?
No, Jim, I got a fresh question.
Hello? Okay, perfect. First off, I just want to say I really like the show. You guys are doing a great job with it. The question I wanted to ask you guys is, I know in the beginning the show kind of had some people going, oh wow, this kind of seems too far out, too unrealistic. What kind of validation did you guys have, and this is for the panel, when all the NSA and Soden stuff started coming out?
How about you, Jim?
Just the other day I was woke up and looked out the Brooklyn Bridge and saw that there were 2 white flags on the Brooklyn Bridge. They took off the U.S. flags, and they were looking for these guys, and they had the surveillance cameras on them, and they'd covered up, and they said, well, don't worry, we'll find you on social media.
And my question is, why wouldn't the new machine have targeted Fusco as someone to be eliminated, or has it, and I don't know about it yet. And
are you saying you don't want Fusco back?
I want it back. I'm saying that it makes I
love the Fusco.
I love the Fusco.
One question is, this can be for all of you, mostly probably for, thanks, I'm kind of short. Jim and
fun size. You heard Sarah. Fun size.
Come on.
Watching you guys the fight scenes are ridiculous. I mean, Jim, you knock out like 20 people at once, and it's so entertaining, but like in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking like, how do you guys prepare for something like that? I mean, you must be exhausted after shooting one scene. I mean, how does that affect you?
Do you shoot them quick? Are they rehearsed a lot? I mean, is it, because TV, you got to work quick, so what's the challenge there?
Well, I was fortunate that I started off playing basketball, and my dad, I got in a lot of fist fights on the court, and my dad said, enough, my son's getting his head beaten, and so I started doing martial arts when I had the time to do that a long time ago, but I never knew that would come in handy as it has now on this show. Yeah. But be that as it may, we still get hurt occasionally, but we have great stunt men and stunt girls that really do a fabulous job to take this show to another level. And again, I can't say enough about our writers, and Jonah really being that kind of coach that has really helped guide this program to take it to a whole nother level.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hi, I have a question for Jim. What was the most fun thing to do? I don't know how to ask this. What was the most fun thing to work on?
Yeah.
This or Passion of the Christ?
Okay, best question ever.
Wow.
They're so similar.
Wow, that is right from the mouths of babes, right? This one is a little more fun-er by that much. By that much. Because we get to shoot guns a lot. How old are you, sweetheart?
Huh?
How old are you?
I'm 11 years old.
You're the same age as my daughter, and you're beautiful. Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much.
Next question. Jim, that was very Reese-like, the way you just hopped that table. People down here were like, no, don't do it. He's like, I got this.
Awesome.
Next question.
Great. Awesome. Thanks for making me go after that. Whatever I say is
Michael, are you going to jump over the table?
So, yeah.
No, no, Mr. Finch wanted to say, John, please, John.
I just want to say I do enjoy the show very much, so thank you. And Sarah, I really enjoy your part. And Jim, I just had a quick question for you. Your character has changed a lot over the seasons, and when you first started out, you know, you had a little bit of bad background there. So do you see yourself, or your character sees itself as a hero, or is he just trying to make up for everything he's done in the past?
The latter, make up for that. I think that what I love about the way Jonah's directed this thing is I find it very interesting to find some redemption in these characters. And if a guy who's found himself in a real dark place and then, you know, maybe turning around and trying to go the other way. I wouldn't say that John is completely there. But being able to, you know, provide a means to, you know, take someone who's just a regular civilian and taking away killing somebody, and John saying, "Let me do that for you." I'm kind of a sin eater.
Yeah, that's
bully killer.
That's really good. Yeah, thank you.
Jim.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to a lot of your families here that are relatives that are in the SEAL community that really helped me tremendously with the gun work, especially and tactical training, CQC training and whatnot. that have really helped me as far as building the character of Reese. I really appreciate it. Please, if you have any SEALs in your family, to thank them.
Yeah, because it does look like Reese really knows what he's doing. It doesn't look like he's just like boom, 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 boom. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Great show. Season 3 is out on DVD. I highly recommend checking it out and all the other seasons. And, of course, Season 4 with the girls working at Macy's. Can't wait for that.